is giving us this opportunity to come together to say that this is more than a march. June 2nd is coming. There's a host of politicians who are present on today, and I've been kind to them because on tomorrow I'm going to call their offices and ask what they can do for us. Eric Rome has challenged the hip-hop industry to clean their act up. And I'm challenging the political community as well as our churches are in some cases churches that look like churches, but they're really more. I will not apologize for that at all, because anybody that senses that they are safe at the altar when our children are dying in the street and that Jesus is a stained glass mummy, I don't have any respect for that. And so I challenge every pastor who might be listening, who think that you are safe. Listen, stop caring about yourself and start to look at the people that you serve. Now listen, we do well operating in isolation. I think all of us can do well when we're challenged to keep it to ourselves. But now is a time for us not to operate in isolation. We have to come together to make it work. In fact, we are stronger together than we have ever been by ourselves. In September, Earl Wilson Gateway Classic. That will be another opportunity for us to demonstrate just how strong we are. Here is a man who has been in this community and hadn't asked anybody for anything. And he's been penalized for trying to be a positive influence. Brothers and sisters, listen, this is the beginning of a long road where people will begin all over the country to recognize the true strength of our people. No longer will we sit in isolation and try to play like this big me and little you. No, we are one. If I was in church, I'd ask you to turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, listen, we're one. Like you're in church, and turn to your neighbor and tell them, we're one. The community, listen, we're back. We're back. And this is not a sound bite, this is a fact. We are here to stay, and not only will we hold each other accountable, we're looking to hold you accountable as well. And once upon a time when we didn't have nothing, at least we had each other. And our children could play on the ball diamonds all day and not be afraid of losing their life. And then God messed around and blessed us. And it looked like the more we got, the worse our behavior became. But sometimes God's got to curse us all over again to get our attention. And God, you have our attention on the day. And to our brothers that we left behind, we showed up to tell you that we're sorry. We're sorry, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. We're sorry, and I'm not worried about your sagging pants and the earrings in your ear and the tattoos on your body. I look beyond that. I want to look and see your heart, and I want you to feel my heart, and we want to carve out a future for you, and then hope that your future will then make a difference in this community. Somebody ought to say yeah. From the biblical records, there is little to guide us when we try to discover the content of prayer in the early church. All we know is that they prayed.
One day when Jesus finished praying, one of his disciples said to him, Lord, teach us to pray as John taught his disciples. You know, Jesus could have used this as an opportunity to give a lesson on right posture and voice tonation when praying. He could have started sharing how the right attitude and atmosphere is necessary framings for sincere prayer. Surprisingly, in his response, there is no command to pray or scolding if you don't. Jesus knows that embedded in the request to learn how to pray is an admission of one's humanity and confession of our insufficiency. He also knows that when we pray, we are having a faith-shaping moment where our words begin to shape our witness. I tell you, brothers and sisters, on tonight, prayer is not a sign of weakness, but of genuine humanity. Prayer is not for emergencies only, but prayer is to be done without ceasing. And I want you to know that anyone wanting to know how to pray can follow the model prayer when Jesus says, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And then give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And then lead us not into temptation, but deliver us. Anybody feel like being delivered? For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Woo! I want you to know that prayer still works. I said prayer still works. I said prayer still works.
And like I say, Pastor, that the thinking and the thought process that you throw out there to us. I mean, when I was in college, like I said, it was being in situations with people who didn't think like me, didn't respond like me, didn't come together like me. But the one thing we were able to do was to agree that God was the ruler of all. That's how I connected with brothers from the Muslims and Catholics. It was all that with our connection, and having that kind of center point allows you to draw people in to feel included in the conversation, to where we don't agree who did what, but we know there's one source. And I thank you for teaching me that when I went away, because you always said that you were teaching us that people who do certain things may do it because they don't know anything else.
Correct. Yeah.
You know, like I say, when I went to Central Missouri State, they were used to everything being lily white. Then 400 black freshmen show up and change the program. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. And then we come in saying, we've been around one or two white people before, but I ain't never been a whole city where I'm looked at and told I got to do this. And no, we can't. No, well, I ain't got to do nothing but be black and die. That's all I got to do. And they found it. And I think at that point in time, I found my voice in being a better leader than I thought I could be, because we had to come together. But my foundation came because I had a man to look and call on. I called Dr. Clark. How am I supposed to handle this, that, and other? And like you said, when you went off to Bishop, you found men that you wanted to not only emulate, but you wanted to have them say, yeah, that's I know Clark from that, and other. And that's the way I felt. So I think, like you said, iron sharpens iron, and we can only help our young men by being role models, by being leaders who stand for something so they don't fall for anything.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So I want to thank you on behalf of my crew coming up under you, that you gave us a light and a person to look forward to where we could move forward. And again, not worry about being perfect, not worry about being successful all the time, but understanding that life and the journey takes you to places that you don't want to go.
Yes, sir.
But if you get there and go through it, when you come on the other side, it's a whole different ball game in your mind and everybody else's mind. So I want to thank you for always giving me that push to be better.
Thank you, Cecil. Thank you. Thank you for the love and respect that you have shown me through the years. I have admired your approach. You're a bad man, and you've stayed in the lane that you have thought was most productive for the whole, not just for yourself, but for the whole. And that is a challenge in and of itself. That when we start looking around at what other people are doing, it causes us sometimes, when we are in places of uncertainty and insecurities, to question whether or not we're being effective. And I want to let you know that if you got a couple of more of those days that's around you, that you're okay. That you're okay, that the contribution that you continue to make is solid. And then I'll leave you with this, that the aim in terms of making a difference is always, if I can help somebody. There's somebody. It's good if it can be a lot of somebodies, but it always works if you can live up to, Lord, give me what I need to help one somebody. And if that one somebody that you help can turn around and help somebody, then we can make change happen one person at a time. And I think that you have been such an encourager to me, that, and then if I don't have another person on the planet that I think that I have helped, I think I've been talking the last hour to one person that's gonna get me into the next life with the Creator on good standing.
Well, I say, if it come down to me, look, I'm gonna push to the end. Because again, like I said, it wasn't for you, wouldn't have been no Mr. Parker's neighborhood in the first place. Like I said, Dr. Clark, I know we've been on for a minute. You got stuff to do and people to see. And I wanted to also just say, as far as music-wise, Pastor, you are part of Stellar nominated music of people don't understand that. Between preaching, singing, also listening and directing, you pass. That's another part we didn't get into. Your sports and music wise, you have a gift on that level that people don't understand, but they need to get the CDs.
Yeah. We'll get a chance to talk about it some other time. Yeah, but yeah, that is. It's the Shalom Church Choir under the direction of Dello Thedford, who Dello Thedford is a musical blessing to this city, to the nation, and Lord knows to our church. And some people look at Dello, and I gotta go at it, but some people look at Dello and they think that what they looking at is what he has always been. But if time will crack concrete, you can just imagine what it's gonna do to you and me the longer we stay around here. And so there's some people who don't come, younger people who don't come to that level of respect for him now, when they
when they see that he is very much a part of yesterday,
Yes, sir.
but it's his yesterday that has built a bridge for them today.
Mm.
But our choir, our music ministry has by and large just done some amazing things. And so they are responsible for the stellar connections, and then to give us a space and time to live in gospel music and make a contribution at the level that we've had. I'm humbled by it all. I'm humbled by it all. You know, I normally don't sit and talk about stuff like that because I'm still got my head down grinding. This ain't,
Yes, sir.
you know, that the journey, you know, when you're running a race, you don't do no interview when the race is still running. See, you wait until you cross the finish line, and if it's time to look back and see it, then fine. And so I ask that you and others would pray as we continue the journey, and that if it's any way possible, we've given an opportunity to help a brother and a sister along the way. Don't miss it by being self-absorbed. Help the next person and then be blessed as a result of it. So that's, I think I want to close, Cecil, on that.
All right. Well, thank you again, Dr. Clark, for coming on. Love you.
No, yeah.
Just can't wait till next time.
It's been a lot of fun. No, thank you for making me a part of your collage of interviews. And when you get it all together, I hope to hear some of the others and be blessed by what they have to say in my hearing. Yeah.
All right, Pastor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you, Cecil.
Love you too.
There's so much I need from the Lord. Things are happening all around me. I can't stand these storms. But as I look to you, you're the one who can see me through. Lord, do it again for me. Lord, do it. My Lord. Lord, do it. Lord, do it. Lord, do it. Lord, do it. My whole life fell apart. I was in despair, hopelessly living in my pain. I didn't think no one cared. Then I called on the Lord. He moved in to repair. Lord, fix it for me. Yeah, again. Oh, fix it for me. Lord, fix it. My Lord. Lord, fix it. I need you to fix it for me. Lord, fix it. Yeah, my fix it for me. Lord, fix it. Lord, fix it. Fix it for me again. There was this blind man. You gave him eyes to see. You have been known to open up red seas. Now I'm asking you, Lord, come on and meet me at my point of need. Lord, change it for me. Why don't you, Lord, come on and change it for me? Yeah, Lord, change it for me. Yeah, Lord, again. Change it for me. Lord, change it. My Lord, yeah. Lord, change it. I need you to change it. Come on and change it for me. Lord, change it. Yeah. Lord, change it. Change it for me. I need the Lord to do it. Come on and do it for me. Yeah. Do it for me, Lord. Yeah. Do it for me. Yeah. Do it for me. Don't you want him to do